What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to go over Lucid, the data points, what's influencing it, and everything else you need to know. But first, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So obviously I'm not showing my face or anything, and hopefully you don't hear too much wind or anything like that. I'm kind of outside, but Lucid is getting hit quite hard. So new 52-week and all-time low of $2.13, down 4.89%. I think in general, this was the risk involved with Trump winning, is just his focus towards oil. And that's one thing pretty much right out the gate is was kind of stated that it's going to be a focus of his. And again, none of that is new information. So EVs, with the exception of Tesla, is getting hit. So yeah, it's not a good scenario right now. Even big money doesn't seem to be buying the dip all that much, so I'm going to go over that in a second. But today, no news, no SEC filings associated to Lucid. Last one was that Form 4 that did come out. So again, I think a lot of people are just waiting for their earnings, which is coming out tomorrow. No changes to the analysts or expectations in that regards. So it's just Peter hopefully whispering those sweet nothings of gravity and whatever that is really going to hopefully propel Lucid higher and raise demand. But I think just the sentiment on Lucid is very, very low. Aside from that, though, a couple of things did come out. This was posted by Lucid Oasis. So I think a lot of people always look for vehicle sales in various different locations, one being the States, but this information just came out. So 129 for October in Germany. So that's a huge increase. And yeah, I think in general that's a good thing for Lucid to really be targeting Germany. A lot of good demand. I think there's a lot more to be done in, for instance, like the northern part of Europe as well. But Lucid does hopefully need to really lay that foundation down and state that during their earnings that they are going to continue their growth. Aside from that, though, shorts are increasing. Ortex doesn't seem to be liking the internet all that much, so I did a very quick screenshot. And so shorts are right now returning 547,000 shares. 33.23% of the free float is being shorted. That is some insane stuff there. Cost to borrow average 1.32%, and then utilization is 87.38. So it's kind of funny. Like pretty much yesterday is like the first day that I missed in 3-something months. And of course, shorts decide to really just screw the pooch and just increase significantly. So it is what it is. But yeah, shorts are definitely pouncing over all the greatness when it comes to Lucid. Looking at options, 700,000 in calls, 154,000 in puts. So dollar value wise is rather low. 49% of all the options being done so far are optimistic and bullish. So that's again something to keep in mind. But of the call options that are being purchased, you see a consensus for it to be roughly around that $3 range, and maybe as high as $3.50 for this earnings. So still some optimism for that. And then aside from that, though, these are all the transactions occurring on the secondary market above $100,000. So yesterday you did see some buying. I think that's just piggybacking off of just the broader market's optimism about Trump winning. But I think once he started to open his mouth and people started to realize, hey, this might not be good for EVs, then yeah, I think people might be not regretting to the point where they're selling, because there's no selling occurring right now, at least big transactions. But at the same time, big money's not really buying. So 2 transactions so far, one for 1.27 million, the other one for 860. But still, based on Lucid hitting a new 52-week low, you would anticipate short big money to be hopefully buying on the eve of their earnings. And then these are all the transactions occurring on the dark pool. So dark pool is fairly popular for Lucid, and so that's linked often enough to shorts and just larger entities and stuff like that. But Lucid's technicals have been breaking down for a while now. This is one thing that I've been very open about, the fact that Elliott wave technicals, even aside from everything, it is pointing for Lucid to hit kind of the high ones. And so yeah, it's not a good scenario, and it looks like it just hit a new 52-week low of $2.12. So right now it is trading between the pivot and this S1, so $2.14. is that I guess next strong resistance. Hopefully it does continue and it fights above to stay there, but as of right now, if it does close below this S1, then this is where that Elliott wave technicals would come to fruition, and then potentially $1.83 could come sooner rather than later. Once again, all depends on earnings and how that is all going to play out. But right now, I think the market is having somewhat mixed feelings on just everything. Generally, I think it's seen as optimistic, but of course for Lucid and the EV sector, not so much. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And then yeah, if you like the channel, want to support the growth, you can definitely join as a member. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.